I know it's not Sunday, but this had a Sunday chill feel to it, so this is a chill commentary. Likes are appreciated if you enjoyed. You notice how a lot of movies start at the end and they kind of show the end, and it's them going, how the hell did I get to this point? And that's kind of what I'm at now, if that kind of makes sense. What's up, guys? ONLYUSEmeBLADE. This is a kill confirmed on this map. Now, the thing is like I went to Six Flags, right? It's called Darien Lake Six Flags with my roommate Josh and his family. And as I was sitting there, I was waiting for something. I don't know, but I observed a lot of people. And what's really odd about observing people is that a lot of times the people that observe the most are people that should probably observe themselves, if that makes sense. The people that judge the most are people that have the most not in order for themselves, if that makes sense. Like, if I'm a hot mess, but I'm looking and judging other people, that doesn't make any sense. But basically, I got two things to say about people that go to amusement parks. One, a lot of you are really, really, really confident with your bodies, and that's beautiful. I get it. But some of you shouldn't be, if that makes sense. Now, am I really the ass? I'll give you a good example. If you guys have seen the show Girls, for whatever reason, there's like 3 hot girls on the show, and then Leah Dunham or whatever her name is, and she gets naked all the time. And I get, oh yeah, that's beautiful and stuff like that. But here's the thing, like, you know if you're fucking hot, and you know if you're not fucking hot to other people. I know you're like sexy to yourself and to your lover, but if you're not, like, you should know what the standards of hot are. And so if you're just out there and you're a hot mess and you look like trash, why do you dress like that? And girls, stop dressing like skanks. I mean, I like it, but at the same time, I don't want to have daughters now. You literally make me not want to have offspring. Anyway, so I'm seeing this parent, this mom, and she is pretty much doing everything to this kid to hurt this kid except for physically. She is emotionally annihilating this kid. It's making this kid cry. Making this kid super fast mode out, making this kid question existence. To the point where it's like, if you were talking that way to another person, I think that it would be justifiable if a dude, it's not justifiable, but like, if she would have talked that way to a weak male, and he didn't have the moral thing of you never hit a woman, that she'd probably get hit back. The way I understand disciplining your kids, but there's just this thing where, god damn, it's a kid. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I can't have any say in part of it. You know what I mean? Like, I can't tell someone else how to raise their kid, and I totally respect that. And if someone told me how to do it, I would be like, okay, well, it's not your kid, so don't worry about it. But it is the Earth's kid, and I do kind of worry about it because you're fucking breaking a human being. And just because you're a piece of shit and you probably shouldn't have had kids, why are you treating that kid so badly? And the kid probably did something to deserve to get disciplined. But when you get to the point where the kid's crying, like literally sobbing, because you're going at him so hardcore, and you've broken him down. Okay, leave it at that, but you keep on going, and it's just like, each story keeps on repeating itself. We talk about there's a phrase, I don't think I'm insane. I think I do a lot of things that are, like, insane-ish, you know? But, like, the definition of insanity is, you know, repeating the same process, expecting different results. And the thing is like, I think I have to succumb to the fact that shit is insane because shit repeats, and, you know, even in the broad spectrum of things, like, I've been playing this game 2048, and in the broad spectrum of things, it's very simple, but it's extremely complex when you break it down accordion style back and forth. and it's like every story's been told. That was nice. I wanted to make sure I focused on that part for the gameplay. What just happened? So rewind. But I just think like, man, like my mom, okay, my mom, she was an extremely nice person. My dad died when I was 6. My mom raised me in with the most love that you could ever give to a person. Now, as far as life goes, that's all happened through trial and error. But honestly, the one thing that my mom gave me is be nice to people, be respectful, and also to make sure that you do what she used to have things called goddess. Like you do what you have to do. But as far as like all the other stuff, as far as like the male figures in my life, I didn't have one. I kind of like, I kind of just did my own thing, and I figured it out as I kind of went along. Like, if my life was an IKEA furniture, I literally didn't read the directions. I think that's a horrible fucking analogy because I think the IKEA furniture doesn't have directions, and I don't even like. That's a sexy skewer. So fucking random. I apologize. But as I seen this person yell and scream at their kid, and I'm thinking like, man, that's not how you do it. Who the fuck am I to tell someone how to raise their kid, and I don't even know the whole situation? And a lot of that stuff, you ever come to conclusions or come to realizations super fast mode, but you don't actually have all the answers, or you don't have the whole story, and then when you get little pieces of the story, you're like, oh, okay, well that changes things. I don't know. I'm just sitting here wondering, like, I know I get really nostalgic, but I think that I need to be more focused on the now and to use the nostalgic, not going, it was great, but let's use that as the steps to the next thing. Like, okay, game, life's a game of chess or whatever, and you've made so many moves or whatever, and that's great. We can look back on how it was when the pawns are just in the front, but, wouldn't it be better to take that knowledge, what you learned, and to do better, instead of just reminiscing on the old stuff? Like, reminiscing is actually kind of dangerous if you think about it. Peace and buckers.